Subject P7, how you doing? The Liquid Sun, Tiki, One Self Dixon, Big Man 3000, Nessie Cross, how's it going? Saf, Pat Pate, Cherry Bomb, how we all doing, guys? Shocker, Kuro Sanch, hello, what's up? Today, I'm just drawing this goofy thing I'm going to be spending a little bit of time on. Per Pepe, per Pagu Master, Bear Mary, W Cat Rider, Undertall 24, Master Bro 50, Torican 20, it's Ludine, and Shanika Faceless. How we all doing? Oh, she knows I started. So how are you guys doing today? It's Sunday, the weather's getting much nicer, much faster. Just fine, that's good. Did you watch Reacher? No, I haven't seen Reacher. How's it going, system error? Hello, it's nice as hell. How are things? Things are good, things are good. Tempted to just sit around playing Gloomwood all day, but I really gotta get some shit done. It's time for me to get shit done. Have you played Hotline Miami? Yes, I have. Hotline Miami is a very good game, but right now I'm kind of on the Gloomwood train. You guys hear that? How's it going, Pink Little Lamb? Just relaxing? That's cool. Talkative little kitty cat. Have you played Streaks of Rogue? No, I have not, but I have played Silent Hill 2. Can I ask for advice? I'm not really good at advice, but I can try. I may not know the best path for you, but I can definitely try my best to regale you with whatever I have accumulated that looks like wisdom. Are you coloring Hank? I don't know if I'm coloring him. I might just keep adding lines. Because something that's been really beneficial to this one is like all these like little scribbles and scrabbles lending to the ambient occlusion. And I think today I'm just going to spend another couple hours playing with lines. So if you were showing up to this stream for some hot color action, not today. Let's go in Mike113MC. Hope you're doing well and staying hydrated. I absolutely am. Drawing question. Are all the muscles and clothing folds details in general random? Or is there some kind of pattern you follow? The biggest pattern I follow is, well, for muscles, teardrops. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, just draw a teardrop. You notice that it's like a teardrop here, teardrop here, teardrop here, and just keep doing that everywhere. And as far as his clothing is concerned, yes, it is a little bit random, but I kind of follow a 30-70 rule, wherein most of the details, or 70% of the details wind up in 30% of the areas. So like, don't be afraid of like big open areas here. There aren't a whole lot on him, but like this, you know, like this big old flat of the gun, I might have gone a little too ham on his hands here, but like, you know, like having these areas here where like nothing's going on is kind of super important, I've found, which I don't really obey it too much. but like I find that in my drawings, if I don't leave open areas, the whole thing just kind of looks busy, and in a way that I can't do busy like the Warhammer artists can, you know? It's like, that's always been art that like baffled me for how they get that done. They just keep fucking drawing, and then they wind up with a million details everywhere, and it looks great. Like, it's wild. Also, references are everything. You might have to draw like 10,000 naked bodies before you can like start commanding it on your own. But hey, get yourself a little egg timer and set it for an hour and just draw bodies once a day. Think about it as like working out, you know? You go to the gym for an hour and you get your shit done. Just open up the book and draw for an hour, you know? Stepping in to say hi right back to you. Learning how to draw guns is incredibly difficult. Yes. You have to fight the urge to draw them flat. I only recently got into drawing them like at angles to give more details and more presence. It looks just nicer. Apologize, I'm kind of just Stranger Siren, subscribe tier 1 for 46 months. Holy shit, dude. Thank you very much for sticking around for that one. Amethyst, EK98 for 4 months on a 4-month streak. Dude, thank you. Been here since the winter was at its worst. Definitely on the agenda to get more knowledgeable about guns and how all those individual parts work, and to get a better grasp on how to draw them. Yeah, like all the little parts are important because like you want to make sure your gun like makes sense, but like at the same time learning how to just draw in 3D space using like perspective grids and shit, like how to put a gun inside like this box, is also super important. Like how to draw in such a way that it like exists in 3D space and isn't simply just a drawing from the side or front like I always do. Will Madness Combat 13 be the last episode of the Madness series? It'll be the last episode of the arc I was trying to tell for 20 years. I'm not even going to begin on this cartoon until later this year, so I need to temper expectations about Madness 13 because Experiment 2 is still well underway, and I've finally gotten myself in a position where I can start handing off more art or animation stuff. It's not like they're going to be doing it for me and it gets done fast, but like hopefully in the same amount of time I can get a little more work done. That's my goal. Alright, let's draw some lines. How do you feel about the fact that fans are making full-fledged films based on the style of Madness Combat? Yeah, fans are fucking wild, and they keep this shit alive, so it's pretty amazing. Do you watch Invincible? I just finished the last episode there with Conquest. Shit was good. You got some art to share. KMF DM sucks. What a wow. What a statement. Pretty fucking sick, dude. Let's give you a follow. I dig it. You understand the frustration on the animation quality? I don't really think about the animation quality. I just kind of enjoy the ride. The animation quality of Invincible strikes me as competent, not doing anything that really stands out. Like, it's good, but I think they're more focused on the wild story they're trying to tell. I haven't watched Invincible. Is it good? I mean, it's another take on the what if Superman but bad kind of thing that got real popular there. But I don't know. I find it engaging. It kind of does the same thing Dragon Ball Z does, where they just keep foisting stronger and stronger characters at you, which is fine because I like that kind of escalation. It's wacky. $22 million a season. That's pretty fucking wild. Yeah, the writing of Invincible is the strongest point. I'd say that the artwork of the comics is really fucking good, because that is a difficult translation to come from comics, because each panel is like handcrafted and like a guy can really lean into it, just drawing out what was intended there. Like, like Conquest, using that for an example, the panel where he's like monologuing about how happy he is to show up to Earth and mess it up. Like, that art that was associated with that was really fucking good, but because they had to animate it, they had to like reel back so much shit. You just kind of, you're fine with it. It was kind of nice to hear it spoken by a voice actor. Good day, people. Accidentally hit send, I saw. We all saw. How you doing today? Do you think Unity can handle all vector graphics that are used in Flash games because it will look good? I couldn't tell you. The Conquest fight was nothing short of brutal, even compared to the other fights in the show. It was amazing. It was kind of nice to see Adam Eve, like, lose some of her blockers and just really stick it to a Viltrumite like that. Her arc is going to be really cool to watch play out. Just some East Coast friendliness out there, that's all. Oh, we ain't going back to the underworld for a long time. I have ideas for it, but the last, like, what, gazillion cartoons I animated were set in that weird place, so it's been nice to just keep it in Nevada for a minute. So many noises. This is all very distracting. Get in here. The cat had to get into the loft bed, and with the door closed, she can't do that. Okay, what was that? Somewhere in Des Moines. Are the other employers annoyed at the auditor for all the stuff he's been doing? Yeah, you can safely say that, yes. Series has started over again. Oh, you mean like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not making 13 just loop right back into 1. I know that you said people living in the big cities in the story would experience the normality of lightning and stuff. Do you think there would ever be a cartoon directly taking place? Nah, probably not. I kind of don't want to. Like, that's the reasoning. Can you link the playlist? I don't have a link to it. It's just a Winamp thing here on my drive. Red Chaos, how's it going? Is there any way I could gift you Streets of Rogue on Steam? I don't know about that, man. My backlog is huge, and I don't play enough games to get to it. Like, I got so much shit to get to. Too many horror games coming out. I recently started playing Gloomwood, which was really, really fucking cool so far. However, I don't know if that'd be a fun game to watch played. Very good, though. Daily grunt life? I don't think that would be entertaining. That's why I don't want to do that. Wait, who am I kidding? The animations that Glitch Art makes are kind of slice of life. I mean, granted, it's cheapened by the fact that it's an advert for makeshift stuff, but I don't know. I like that Doc one where he's like playing on the fucking claw machine. Yeah, people told me Repo is good. Have you heard of Mouthwashing? Oh yeah, it's a tremendous game. I mean, it's hardly a game, it's more of a tremendous story. Coloring time? Not yet. Not yet. Motion sickness from Repo? That's it. What are you using to draw? This is, what is this? This is Clip Studio Paint Pro, drawing on my Huion tablet, model GT133. Is there anything related to the sheriff plan for the future MC story? No. No. Also, hey, is there a hypothetical VR game submission for Madness? I cannot play VR games on stream. I don't know how to do that. The only VR system I have is the MetaQuest 3, and that like kind of floats independently of all this machinery. Man, that pick goes hard. Well, thank you. My goal to make a picture of Hank. Music's a bit too loud. Oh, I see that. Sound bar is kind of up there. How about that? How about that? That a little better? Hello, Angel Drawers. How you doing? Strong little hands. Feeling pain, that sucks. That really sucks. Are all the agents cloned from an important person, or is it just some random dude? Probably a CRISPR situation. Auditor just sort of designed them himself. Today's line art again? Yes, today is lots more line art. Mostly like banging out these little dudes. I rearranged them a little better so that they make kind of a swirl pattern around them. I don't know if I like the way they're arranged, but we'll figure it out. Is MCA 13 the end of the Auditor arc or the end of the madness itself? Probably just the arc that I'm playing with. I don't know if you call it the Auditor arc. But there's like more stuff on either side that we've discussed. It's just, I need some sort of conclusion. Call it the Boombox arc. I don't know. Will we see different environments of Nevada? I mean, in the future, probably, yeah. I was getting stuck in textures a lot because my ass loves to explore. It's fucking awesome. You use grenades to explore and get out of bounds and shit. Does he keep the gouged out eyes look in MC13 or no? We'll see, won't we? Don't ask me about MC13. Y'all ask for spoilers, and I couldn't provide them if I wanted to. I'm allergic to it, you see. Madness Combat Gambling and Beach episode. Yeah, summer's here, guys. Get those abs out. But aren't you know if Unity can remake any Flash games? I don't know. That's not one I can answer right away. Four kills in 2 to 3 hours. That's actually pretty good. Like, if all you're worried about is, like, adding blood, you can go real fast if you want. It sucks, because, like, sometimes when I'm working on Experiment 2, or really any Madness cartoon, if I just need to make, like, a guy emote or walk through a door or some silly shit like that, it takes me so long because it's so goddamn boring. But then, like, a door opens and 3 guys come out. Bam, I get it done in 2-3 hours. Like, that's the fun part. I'm such a simpleton. What does the modify emote do? I think it like squishes them and shit. So you have like a flat jeb if you wanted. Yeah, I like drawing handguns, kind of chunky sized. USP being one of my faves. And that thing's just a brick. Mag 60 from Turok 2. I don't think I remember that one. What did it do? Burst magnum gun? Oh, that's fun. When was the last time you played Gary's mod? Ages ago. Will we ever get to know what conductor or deliberator's jobs are? Maybe later. It's not important, so we just kind of leave it out. Word for you, Half-Life game's best. What? Hank's liver. That's nasty. Bought all the Doom games when they were on sale. Next week's gonna be fun. Never played Doom before. Oh yeah, you're in for it. Imagine Stygian messing with Hank's self while Auditor tries to get rid of it. What is with the liver stuff? By the way, I ordered one of the new shirts. Can't wait to get it. Dude, thank you for supporting. Thank you for supporting. Shark Robot really, really showing up hard. In fact, wait. Speaking of that. Yeah, make sure I didn't have to drop something. I'll do that later. Alright, back to work. Doc was holding Hank 6 and Hank 7. Oh, like as nunchucks? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. What interesting facts can you say about Mag Agent V2? I sadly don't have very many interesting facts just tucked away for such a question. What you see is what you get. What about a plush that is like those dog toys that have an extra smaller plush inside? Toys that you were encouraged to destroy. I like that. Is the sheriff getting the plush next? Yes. The next makeshift product you see will be the sheriff. Can you show the full drawing of Hank? Yeah, sure. There he is. Goofy ass arm. Gotta get more of these little guys done. And tell the story. When it comes to the more tedious parts of the drawing process, what are some of the ways that make the process of drawing sections easier for you? Discipline? Like, just do it, man. If you don't, no one will. Ask yourself the question, do you really want to be drawing? If the answer is no, then just throw it away. Do something else. If you want to draw, you will. That's sort of what goes on in my mind when I have to animate the parts of these cartoons that just sucks to do. Just knuckle down, man. You won't go as fast as you'd like because the shit's boring and it sucks, but do what you can to find joy in the process, otherwise it's never going to get done. That's my experience. What's your favorite character in Mortal Kombat? At this instant, right now, Kano, because he's a dickhead. He seems like a bully, and that seems like a funny thing to be in Mortal Kombat. What are your thoughts on comics? Do you like reading them? I don't read them nearly enough, but I have a small collection. Would you recommend office supplies for aspiring? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, bait. Like, dude, if you mean like cheap pencils and shit, yeah, dude. Like, all that matters is you have something to write on and write to, or write with. It's like a 0.5 pencil, doesn't matter where, just grab it off the shelf anywhere. Grab a bunch of printer paper and boom, you're good to go. Art has a very low barrier for entry, thankfully. Hi, old man. Hello, Crescent Mage. Man, it is like warm in this room. It is weird. I'll be right back. When can we see your cat? I think you guys have seen the cat before, but she's really asleep up on the loft bed, and I don't want to fuck with that. Because if I wake her up and she starts walking around, she's just gonna like meow and scream and want to get out and then back in, you know, cat shit. Will Meatball upgrade to Sausage as she gets older? She's fully grown. Meatball is her final form. Have you heard that Italy in Naples, there's an active volcano? That's friggin' wild. Super dangerous? I've been thinking about drawing you as an Amogus character. Ugh. Knock yourself out. I drew you as a Homestuck troll once because I was high and bored. Jesus. Is Amogus dead? I keep seeing jokes about it. Man, all I want to do is play Gloomwood. Hell with art. I hate art. I just want to play Gloomwood. Have any of you guys checked out Gloomwood yet? Will Boombox Guy get revived? I don't think so. I think he's dead. Or punched really hard. No coming back from that. I'm sniffing my... The Boombox Guy is in the underworld now. Wow, that is a hell of an observation. It's also kind of cool that Amogus is still being played. I don't know, it's like kind of neat to hear. What is your opinion about Mortal Kombat? It's very fucking cool. Does Madness Combat picked by name of Mortal Kombat? I seriously doubt it. I don't think so. Are the Gunner twins actually brothers? They came off the same assembly line, so maybe, I guess? Like, all Golem are kind of related like that. Line art looks very crispy and nice. My compliments to the chef. Thank you, Cordbot. Wait a sec. Are you waiting for Realm 6? Aren't we all? Should be really good. Does Hank regret what happened in the park? I don't think so. I honestly don't know which is Church or George. That's fucking great. I like that. What do we got here? Madness Project Nexus OST Lochnar cover. Well, ain't that cool as hell? Thank you for sharing. You a fave. Is George pronounced George or Jorge? Either or, man. I'm sure they would respond to either one. Is the Germa face still there? Where is that? Yeah, there's a Germa face there still. He's so handsome. Alright, now you guys are just asking silly questions. Who the hell is Giuseppe? I feel like I would have personally remembered having met someone named Giuseppe, and now I'm really kind of upset that I've never met someone named Giuseppe. You guys are just unhinged mode. What's the most brutal cartoon you can maiden? Well, the most brutal cartoon comic, whatever I've witnessed, is probably the Crossed comic, because that shit was gratuitous. I could only show you the sheriff right now, and maybe I'll do that at the end of the shift. At the end of the stream. All right, fess up, guys. How many of you have made a Madness Combat character named Giuseppe? If you have, I need to see them. I want to see what a Giuseppe looks like. Okay. A man named Giuseppe. This is what Google thinks that is. Mr. Verdi. Composer. Seems like a fitting job title for someone named so elegantly. Hello, Christian X Camaro. I would kill myself if my name was Giuseppe. Dude, I'd become a doctor just so that people have to call me Dr. Giuseppe, and I'd make them. I'd be so fucking shitty about it. Like, I feel like that could be motivation enough to get a doctorate. Hell, that was probably like the motivator behind my grandpa. He was a doctor, physician, real man out there named Dr. Jolly. Dr. Hoffner became a doctor just so he could say just what the doctor ordered every time he gets Uber Eats. Dude, that joke is probably beaten to death everywhere in this world. May I add Madcom characters to my comic? If it sounds like fan art, you don't need to ask me for that. You know, just have fun out there. I need to go. Goodbye, everyone. Well, see you later, WCat Rider. Would you draw a mini comic about Madness Combat? Probably not. Not really clicking links right now, Bear Mary. I kind of gotta get things done here. Broadway style musical. Oh man, that'd be fun. Chris Combat. To be Dave. What is cast? And why should I play it? How is Meatball doing? Meatball is sleeping on the loft bed. That thing behind me. What's your favorite animal? Good lord. Who can pick favorites? I don't know. Maybe just, I like wolves. They're cool. I'm that much of a cringe lord. What's good, Matt? When's your next gaming stream? I don't know. The only game, well, not only. I've been playing a bit of, what the hell is it? Gloomwood lately. I don't know if that would make a good stream game because it's a lot of hiding in the dark and, you know, holding your breath while someone walks by. Think Meatball can handle a dog or another cat in your house? 0% chance of that. I go do 40 push-ups if I even can. Hell yeah, dude. If you can't do 40 in a row, do 10. Wait 10 seconds, do 10. Wait 10 seconds, do 10. Like, you could do a shitload of push-ups if you put breaks in, and then you'll find that you could do more and more that way. When I was very, very, very first getting into working out at like 15 years old, someone broke it down for me, like do 50 push-ups but take 2 minutes to do it, and I was like, whoa, you know, and then do 50 push-ups but take a minute and a half to do it, you know, and then like up the ante in some way or another over time. So like I might do 10 push-ups, break for 20 seconds, do 10 push-ups, break for 20 seconds, you know, do that until I reach 50 push-ups or 50 push-ups or 100, or like as time goes on, start doing 11%, 12%, you know, but stay consistent. That's the big one. Push-ups are absolutely animal mode if you program them correctly. My cat says hi. Hello. I was just babbling about fitness because, you know, I peeled that open and I can't shut up about it. I do like being in shape. It's fun. I feel a little heavy though coming out of winter, having suffered an appendectomy that put me on my ass for 2.5 months. So I'm still kind of like shaving some of the fat off my guts here. But man, I ate well for a little while. Got really into the fattiest breakfast sandwiches you could possibly imagine. You know, like where you got the pan, right? And then you put the bacon and sausage, so it puts a bunch of greasy fat bullshit everywhere, and then you, you know, cook the egg in there, pop that out, and then with what you got left, toast the bread, so it's just this greasy, horrible horseshit. So, I might have high cholesterol, but no, for real, like, having learned that little trick of just like keeping it all in the pan has been really awesome for breakfast sandwiches. But for the real question, who's my favorite Sonic character? Knuckles, because they punch shit. That's awesome. Could you maybe ask Cheshire to upload Experiment to Spotify? I need it in my playlist. I can't tell him what to do. However, you might be able to reach out to him. Sounds like some delicious horseshit. It really is. It's not the sort of thing you could do every day, but like if you're feeling bad because you got a surgery in your tummy and you can't do things anymore, yeah, just do this. Comfort yourself with some bacon grease. The Unknown Dagger, tier 1, 4 months. Holy shit, dude, thank you. Good afternoon, I am happy about the new merch drop, and I immediately showed my boyfriend got Demos and Sanford shirts to match. That fucking rules. A breakfast bagel sandwich. Just dude, bagel is incredible for sandwiches. I wanna... It just occurred to me now, I was like, wait, whatever the fuck bagel is, because it's not bread, it's different. It's better. I want to make a hamburger with it. Yeah, flip me some plain bagels. I know what I'm doing tonight. Everything bagel is the best bagel. Politely disagree. Also, Bite My Axe Grunt, gifting a tier 1 sub to Fallen Toast. Thank you. But I only say that because while everything bagel is tasty, every time I eat it, I need to like vacuum whatever zip code I'm in because that shit gets everywhere. It's how is that legal to sell? It's like a snickerdoodle cookie. You're like, cool, a cookie. You touch it, you move it a foot to get near you, and it just sloughs off like a pound of sugar dust all over the fucking place. Like everything bagel, snickerdoodle cookie, like whoever put these together is an asshole. And I think he knew what he was doing. It's like glitter. Oh, thankfully I never have to interact with glitter. I have to interact with bagels. Did you see my sculpture? Right now I'm not really clicking links. Well, you know what? Fuck it, let's go. You said sculpture. That's cool. That's really cool. That's intensely cool. Give you a follow back. But I've seen your stuff before. Remember this guy. Very cool. Alright, Bear Murray, clicking your link. What we got here? I think that's a Demos, hiding in his little hell dimension. I deleted my Twitter. Yeah, I don't blame you. Blue Sky has been a lot of fun. Oh, well, a lot of fun, but How much you have fun to Inmate Madness Tricky 2? Oh god, I don't even remember. When I made that cartoon, I was drinking a lot, so... Who knows what was on my mind. I am awful. Hi, I am a big fan. Can I ask you to draw a coffee? Coffees are easy to draw. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, coffee. There you go. I just deleted the app, that's all. Ah, I gotcha. Let's clean up these lines a little bit. Some fun here. Krinkels, could you tell my baby sister happy birthday? Her name is Ava. Chat. Big Man 3000's got a little sister named Ava. Let's wish her a happy birthday, yeah? Happy birthday. I don't know how to wish people happy birthday well. You just say the words and that works, right? It's like a magical incantation. Of course. That is a dumb question, Calvin Macaroni. How many eyebrows? Drawing the second chapter of my comic. Oh, that's cool. Finally able to catch a stream. Well, thank you for dropping by, Demo Zal. Or your fave coffees to drink? Either Cuban or Turkish. Those two are very good. Or at least every time I've had either of them, I had a good time with it. Right now all I drink is Kirkland brand because, you know, it's just Kirkland. Have you played Minecraft Story Mode? Oh, you mean like the one where it's like a narrative where like people talk and shit? No, I've not played that. I just played regular Minecraft. If you had a son and he's 16 years old and he loves Madness Combat and he doesn't know you are the creator, what do you do in this situation? Pretend I'm not him. Like I do in real life. I have on more than one occasion. No, it's fun to pretend to not be yourself as well. Tiki, yeah, a couple times. Has someone ever randomly recognized you IRL? Not randomly. The only time I've ever been recognized is at conventions and like near Newground shit, so like people knew that I was gonna be there anyways, so. But like, no. No one ever sees me and goes like, hey, it's the Madness Combat guy. You told me that you've taken pictures with Madness cosplayers before who did not recognize you. Yes, that's kind of what I was getting at. But like on more than one occasion, I've spotted a Madness cosplayer at a convention. I was like, oh, do the picture of fucking Hank. I love Hank. And then they're like, oh man, Madness Combat. And I was like, oh man, I just like ninjas, you know. It's like a little game. Yeah, no, it's a little bit. Well, I guess that's what I mean to say, Yellowjack. There is no fame to speak of. The lab coat for my Hoffner cosplay round, that fucking rules. I'll go draw backgrounds. Alright, Johnny, have a good one. Some line work, I think. Oh wait, 12 minutes ago, Bite My Ex Grunt gave 200 bits, and I missed that, I think. Thank you. Would you like to make a cosplay of one Madcom character except Doc? Nah, it's all Doc for me. Keep the mask right over there. I gotta keep doing Doc. Axe looks like a pickaxe. Maybe a little bit, yeah. Either way, he's gonna mess people up with it. Madness cosplaying is actually super interesting. I am endlessly surprised by how many people take it up. And how many people are good at it. Like, damn near everyone who makes takes a shot at it, like, really goes above and beyond. Like, it's one thing to just kind of throw together something, and that's fucking cool, but like, some people lean in, you know? That's always fun to watch. Let's go and join. One question, how do you do your line art? What brush do you use? The turnip pen? I just use the turnip pen and Clip Studio Paint. This is basic stuff. Hello, Sky. I still have to do my arms for my workout, Krinkels. Any suggestions? Yes, 70 pull-ups in 10 minutes. Which one do I prefer? I don't prefer them. They aren't things to be preferred. Just this Hank and that Hank. I do use the MC7 Hank a lot, though. I can't do a pull-up, I'm fat, that's why I'm working out. Gotcha, gotcha, you get there. We're all gonna make it. How many times would you want to kill Demos if you were allowed? Who's stopping me? If I were allowed, I can do whatever I want. And so I've killed him exactly as many times as I cared to. No, I would not be able to make a stuffed animal of the Hank I am drawing. I'm a drawer, not a stuffed animal creator. Astro Nix Art subscribed tier 1 for 21 months. Dude, thank you. How's it going? Bring it to Makeshift? Nah, we're not doing that. Makeshift's got enough shit to do. They've been very busy for my behalf, and it's been incredible. A Hank perfume on Makeshift? What would it smell like? Alright, what would it smell like? Conceptualize the fragrance, chat. Imagine the smell. Gunpowder, ozone, I like that. I mean, it's the weekend. I just want to play Gloomwood. Krinkels fights the urge to quit drawing and go play Gloomwood. Impossible. Okay, I need to get some water. We're gonna have a little chair stream. Sheriff wasn't very talkative? That's a damn shame. Oh, that's a purchase. Thank you. So I got a splinter here. It's like those tiny little cuts where you get like kind of an outcropping of flesh that you want to just peel off, but it's gonna come like you're gonna rip off a whole sheet of your skin. Oh god, skin tags. Actually, I used to have a big red skin tag right here on my neck, but maybe a month or two ago, the clippers knocked it right off. It was kind of a startling moment there. Are there flies and mosquitoes in MC? You might have seen flies in Project Nexus. Flies and roaches. I haven't seen no rats. Guess I'll go to sleep. And the last time I started much rarely watch your streams because there usually starts later. And this time I'm sleeping. Also, in the last time, I have a good sleepy nights. Thanks to God and prayers. Anyways, I wish you, your girlfriend, and your cat a pleasant day. May God bless you. Well, thank you very much, Russell. Oh man, who is that? Brennerf7 has resubbed for 3 months. Nice. Yeah, I'll say thank you. Oh, shit. What this music kind of vaguely reminds me of, very, very lightly, the very first Deus Ex game, the one that came out for, or in 99 or 2000 or whatever. It's got a little bit of that to it. Ooh, shit. You guys sure are talking a lot. My opinion on the past 14 years, that's a mouthful. Shitloads happened in the last 14 years. But find 14 years in history where shit didn't go down, so things just keep happening. And here we are, happening alongside it. What a privilege. Maybe I should have started with the ambient occlusion. Or we just do more lines. Yeah, I like that. I like more lines. They said 14 billion years. Oh, it's a joke about how old I am. I thought they were just typoing. Dan Aurora quoting Douglas Adams at me, very based. Alright, Bear Mary, let's see what you've posted here to group chat. Why, yes, that is a baby. Baby Scylla. Ready for violence. How much violence is this baby capable of? That's the question. Good afternoon, Matt. What's on the agenda? Cleaning up that sketch? Yeah, just further cleaning of the sketch, adding some highlights. I'm going to try and work in some shadows here. But I don't know, I've been at this for a couple hours now, and I don't know how much more I can handle this session before I F off back to animating and playing Gloomwood, and, you know, just generally having a Sunday. Will the original still be on Etsy? No, I have run out of those prints. And then someone asked after it, and I was like, maybe I'll just print up some more. And then I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity to draw it again, but right, like correctly. So that's what all this is about. I think he's looking a lot better than the last one. Also, I gotta thank you guys for the continued support. You don't have to do that, but you do, and that means a lot to me. A recent drawing. Let's take a look. Oh, it's on the Reddit. My most recent drawing. That is a very abstract drawing, but I like it. Here, upvote. I was about to browse Reddit on stream. Yeah, okay. That's why people showed up. Reddit browse stream. Oh shit. I just find like the dull men's community on fucking Reddit. Start browsing those posts. I love that shit. Or like the OSHA violation Reddit. That one's a horrifying riot. Nightfall, sharing a picture too. Let's go. Gertrude. Man, this is a woman who's seen a lot. You could ask her a question and she will answer it in about an hour and a half. Or over the course of an hour and a half, is how I meant to say that. Gonna need some brain bleach. Why? Live debate and political commentary streams, but he keeps casually referring to Hank Wimbledon as a political candidate and won't explain who he is. Oh god, no, yeah. I just talk about politics, but like constantly just bringing up Madness Combat. Like for nothing. Oh, that'd be a wonderful stream. If only I had the big brain capable of making such a thing funny. The premise is funny. I heard a kitty cat. She's up there. That lump you see, that's her. Psst, psst. Ah, damn it. She ain't in the mood. It's Sunday, that's her scheduled sleep all day day. Krinkels, could you explain quantum mechanics in terms of Madness Combat? I couldn't even explain quantum mechanics, but I do though. But I do know that watching Madness Combat, observing it, observation matters because I love the concept of messing stuff up by looking at it, and that is something that has ingrained itself in the lore. Back so soon, Johnny. Coloring time, we got a ways to go before we color. In fact, I'm probably just going to finish out this stream hardening up the lines. So I really like what's going on here. Yeah, he's shining out pretty good. I might leave these lines down here just the way they are and abstract it up with the coloring and lighting. But that will be the next stream on Wednesday. I should put like a sigil behind it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, putting a sigil like so is gonna be pretty fucking sick. I really like sigils and shit here while I got you guys on the horn. I'm sick. But that's not right. No? And I gotta... But yeah, experiment 2 starts off with a bunch of this sigil nonsense too, like text and shit and broken walls. It's not colored good, but like it'll get there. I just wanted to bring it up because I really like what this sigil shit kind of do and look like. I'm out of the loop. You are out of the loop. The next cartoon I'm working on is called Experiment 2. It's a direct sequel to Experiment or Unexperiment. And that is what I'm working on wholly until it is finished, and then afterwards I will be working on Madness 13. This is, of course, all being done on the side while I work on my Giving Tree shit. Guy getting his feet ripped. No. Doc would be a fan fiction writer. What on earth would they write fan fiction of in Nevada? What kind of fiction do you think that these guys get up to? The Sheriff X Rich. Well, no, those are actual people in Nevada. You don't write fan fiction about real people. To them, those are real people. What do they write fan fiction of? What comes after MC13? I have no idea. I really don't. I mean, like, I have ideas, but I don't know which one I'll execute on, because after MC13 is done, I'm gonna be like 50 years old, dude. sec. Oh, I gotta fire off a text message. Texting my therapist, guys, they're doing it again. I told them to stop saying Sigma, but they keep saying Sigma. My favorite wavelength. Bruh, I have no fucking clue. Calvin Macaroni's sending me art, though. I know about art. What do we got here? Flawed plan, normality. Incredible. That's fucking cute. I like that. Too much normality. I get a kick out of that. Thank you for sharing. Do you remember Rockmos? Sent me a link of myself. Why did you do that, Johnny? I don't want to look at me. I have to put up with that shit all day. favorite color more. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, all the colors are like right here. Nanometers are way over there, and kilometers are way over there. So like, you know, colors are, yeah, they're very, very tiny on the spectrum there. That's all we get. 7 dumb colors. Can't even see all the wavelengths. Visible light is in the nanometer area. Is it? Didn't know that. It's not knowledge that is brought to bear too often in my line of work, you see. So I pray that you forgive my ignorance. Take mushrooms, see shrimp colors. Yeah, that's about what it takes. Only problem is once those colors are gone, you're gonna miss them. So I'm kind of scared to touch that and jump off that bridge, you know? Microwaves are awesome. They make my food warm. Yes, microwaves. Those are a super, very tiny wave then? I'm asking. I don't actually know. The J in Hank J. Wimbledon stood for German 985 all along. Fighting misinformation to let you know microwaves are one of the longer waves, actually. Gotcha. sort of a nice mustache. Alright, I'll take it. How long will the stream last? Not much longer. Not much longer. I really want to go and play Gloomwood and eat a half a pizza and just kind of have Sunday. We will be streaming again Wednesday because I am liking this drawing. I don't typically like my own art that much, but like I don't know. This one's gonna be a fun little show of force. Every Wednesday I'm busy and I'm not sorry. Fucking based. I'm gonna go to sleep. I have a ride into town tomorrow in the morning. I was never riding in the towns and now I'm scared. Wow, well, good luck, Lizard Charles. Well, don't worry about making it to the stream. If you have to see the progress on this art, it will be on Zep Pumpkin Eater's channel, because he likes to archive all of these. Okay, Jeremy, you need to tone down a little bit. Tricky Girl, yes, Twitch Miss Fan is correct. The Steam Workshop is the best place for mods. Krinkles, do you know your hadrons? I do not. I know very little about the actual interesting shit. I watch a lot of YouTube stuff, like late at night to fall asleep, like the science YouTube, because that shit is fascinating to no end. Today's your birthday, Skyhers. Well, happy birthday, Skyhers. Chat, wish them a happy birthday. Did you play Ad Infernum? That was actually a surprisingly good game. I remember playing it a little bit on stream and not being too impressed at the time, but then I went back to it, and once I realized that it was truly a bite-sized immersive sim, we'll say. Once I realized that it was just that, a bite-sized immersive sim, and that internalized, I had a lot more fun with it. I realized what the game was trying to say and do, and then I was able to engage with it on its terms, and then I played it through like 5 times, because it's so small, and by the end you're speedrunning the fucker in like minutes. It's really cool. Rumpstep, how's it going? Alright, I'd say that's about enough for this stream, however. That said, I will be doing this again on Wednesday. We will be working on this basically eternally. But right now, Vidya calls me, as well as maybe a late lunch. That said, I gotta thank you guys. Do you think free will is possible? I don't know, man. It's a question for someone with a bigger brain than me. It has been a good one. It has been a really good one. So, let's see if anyone out there is streaming that we can raid, because typically it just gives me a bunch of channels that, I don't know, don't seem to care if I raid them. I want to raid people who care about it, you know? How about... Hey, there's one I have followed before. They're playing a game with a big truck. Alright, let's get you in there. Flap. I think that's a big truck. Smoke's coming out of it. Any rate, no, seriously guys, thank you very much for watching along. We'll do this again this Wednesday. We'll get more of it done. Take care.